in making discovery learning successful.
Yeah.
So let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, so it's an interesting study that looked at discovery-based learning and what factors contribute to more successful discovery-based learning. And so they looked at sort of two groups, one that had sort of unfacilitated discovery-based learning. So students were just sort of, going through their own process of inquiry without any structural components. And the study found that the students learned best when they were provided feedback, when they were given worked examples, when they were asked to give explanations and teach by teaching others. And so they found this scaffolding method of discovery learning that wasn't just, okay, go find something interesting and, learn about it. Actually, providing feedback and pushing kids beyond and giving them some scaffolding was actually much more beneficial to students than sort of unassisted discovery learning. In fact, they found there's not a benefit to doing that at all. And so I think that's a really key part of discovery-based learning, is really this process of, as an educator, giving scaffolding to the learning, as opposed to just saying, run free, do your best. It's really an important part to provide that scaffolding, which we start to do with the questions. And as our tool, those questions are meant for educators to sort of start the process, but we don't want it to end there. Certainly not.
That's a very good point.
We want it to go further. Your student best. So it's difficult for us to know how you're teaching the touchstone, because they can apply to so many different topics. And so, I strongly suggest, the touchstones are great to just jump in wherever. But, looking ahead, coming up with particular questions you might want to push them towards, asking them to dive deeper or find their own research is really important, because like we talked about, most of these are sort of broad topics, and you can learn a lot, but it's certainly not all the meat you can put on the bone.
Definitely. Yeah. So scaffolding, a scaffold, it's built one on top of another. And so that's what's great when you provide the starting point, to scaffold off of that, to build it. But like you said, the teacher, the parent, whoever's working with that child knows other scaffolding pieces that are part of that child's puzzle. And so how do you build that in? And that's so thinking as an educator, we start bringing in things that relate to their life that we can bridge and to make that connection stronger. Neuroscience too is pointing so much at relationships are key to embedding information into our brains. Learning data will not make our knowledge meaningful. It's how we interact with another person and we apply it, how we mirror, and like you said, teach, explain, and how we can respond back with another person. It finally becomes part of us.